Well, congratulations on their new run. I've been watching a few of the episodes and I'm having a great time with it so far. So I'm just waiting to see how it works out. Now, you're half of the group that's at the centre of the story. And they're all very different. So I wondered how you'd describe your respective characters and what attracted you to playing them. Leah, what about you?
Tara is probably the most stoic of the group. She's very reserved. She's more on the quiet side. As you'll see from those initial episodes, the girls have a lot of fun banter amongst themselves, but I feel like she's dealing with a lot of turmoil kind of at any given time. She's dealt with a lot of trauma in her life. She was, brought up by a very strong matriarchal Irish figure in her grandmother. When she was kind of all the information about her family, like her parents, her dad, her uncle, that was a taboo subject. So it's a whole part of herself that she doesn't really know. And I feel like so much of the story is her trying to find out more about that part of her life and more about kind of the more sinister elements that she has in her own mind and where they come from. And I feel like meeting Reagan and meeting, Orin and things like that, things start to click into place for Tara, but she definitely goes on a big journey of discovery.
And she makes an awful lot happen as well.
She, by any means necessary, she's going to go what she wants,
What about you, Yasmin? Because I tend to think of her as sort of the brains of the outfit, if you like.
I would say brains. I would say she is intelligent, but at the same time, she's just the auntie of the group, to be honest. She isn't it's not a massive difference compared to the rest of the girls, but she's just someone that wants to make sure that we don't go to prison. She wants to make sure that we're good, that you book the Uber at the end of the night so we get home. She's that kind of character where she just wants to make sure everyone's safe, but at the same time, she has a reckless side to her, so she likes to be fun and she likes to be bubbly and she likes to just get going with her girls and party at the same time, so yeah.
So it's important really that all four of you get on really well, both offset as well as on set. I wondered how you went about sort of building that rapport. Did you sort of hang out with each other offset, or did you not get the time? Perhaps you were thrown into it. How did you do it?
Well, naturally, as soon as we found out who was cast, we just stalked each other on Instagram, made a group chat, and we just got along straight away. Literally, we're so lucky that we was able to, as us four, was able to literally just get together and just click instantly, which was really nice. So we've been hanging out every day when we was on set, as much as we could. So yeah.
And we actually had a lot of time because the initial shoot got pushed even from when it was first going to go ahead. So we ended up from when we were cast and we had a rehearsal period and then we had a full month out in Berlin before we even got into filming. So by that point, the bond was really, really strong and we hung out all the time around filming anyway. Yeah.
That's really good. I did wonder, actually, watching you all on screen, whether your director had their hands full keeping you under control. Am I getting the wrong impression there?
I mean, we're pros. I mean, we're total professionals. I mean, sometimes if you're doing a night shoot or, if it's a very long day or if it's something that's taking a long while to set up, naturally we'll start to get giddy and start making our own. I think that only maybe happened once where we were laughing so much and couldn't stop. That does that. It's kind of like being in mass when you're growing up and you're in church and it's you're not supposed to laugh. That's when you laugh. But
that's when you laugh.
Yeah, we're total pros. So yeah.
It was easy.
Now, this obviously is the story of a holiday that goes horribly wrong. I wondered if either or both of you have been on a holiday that's turned into a bit of a disaster. Not in the same way, I hasten to add. But, did you, and dare I ask what happened?
You're making me look back. I'm like,
I was coming back from EOS one time with my girlfriends, and we piled up. You have to get a ferry back to Athens, obviously, and we all piled up onto this ferry, and it was moving off. And as it was about to move off, we realised that we were on the completely wrong ferry, and it was going to a different island, and we were going to literally miss our flights. So we literally had to grab the suitcases. It was literally the most insane action sequence. Ran down, and as the ramp was literally pulling off from the thing, we jumped off. We were on the wrong boat.
That's crazy.
So, that was crazy.
That is just like being in a film.
Yeah, it was.
Yasmin?
I've only had one girls trip in my life, which is crazy.
You're a hard worker.
I know, I'm always working. Maybe next year. But I mean, I don't have a story.
That's perfectly right. It's not compulsory. I did think, though, as well, that this is a road trip. Probably the worst sort of road trip you could ever have. But what would be your dream road trip, and who would you take with you? And you can choose anybody.
I would love to like have a road trip around just different parts of America, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought about that, doing like the East Coast to like the West Coast. Like if you drove like the whole way, I don't know how long it would take from like New York to LA. I feel like that could be cool, and like stop along the way, or maybe like South and Central America. I don't know.
Because I feel like with America, like with the different states, it feels like you're in different countries anyway.
Yeah.
So that would be perfect. Yeah. But who I would take?
Who would you take?
Are we talking
that's the big
from
one.
the show?
Anybody.
Well, of course, my two best friends at home. Shout out Fleetwood and Coyle. And then, I think those are the main two, to be honest. Because us three, we've been tight from the beginning. So
you wouldn't want to take anybody famous, anybody?
I feel like Snoop Dogg would be fun on one of those trips. I feel like he'd know all the spots, and I feel like he knows how to have a good time. He's a good energy. Yeah, he's a good energy. He can come.
Anybody else?
Maybe Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he's fun. He's fun. Someone fun. You gotta have someone funny. You gotta have a light energy, especially if we're doing a big, long road trip. It needs to be fun. It needs to be like good energy. Funny.
Well, as you're going into States, can I put in a plea for a small seat for me as well?
Yeah, you can come. You can come 100%.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have you a driver's license?
I do for this country. I can get one for the States. It's not a problem.
Perfect. We can take turns driving.
That would be great. Been great to talk to you as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys.